Yes, that kind of video. I know. Let's get to it. All right, so before we get started, some news. So, been working on those sponsors for the channel, like I've been talking about. So I did pick up Hypermotive. So you're gonna see some product discount codes in my video descriptions here soon. So I've been talking to Jay, good dude. They got a lot of veterans that are working, for Hypermotive. And if you're shopping for like Corsa systems and stuff like that, they can always get you the best price. It's enough rambling. Let's jump to the video. I know that's what you came here for, so let's do it. So my ultimate favorite thing about this entire car is definitely these Ferrari badges. I mean, look at that, they're black. Nothing, I mean, it's a Ferrari, it's awesome. It's basically a Ferrari. They're even on the back as well. Something really super trashy about this car is that they've got these giant brake rotors here, and they just take up, it hides everything. I basically want to see through this, and they're only one piston. I mean, come on, one piston per side? Now these wheels aren't the factory wheels. They were like 100 pounds each. So I went with these wheels here, which are 2 pounds, and the tires are negative 3 pounds. So in all, as far as unsprung weight, it's negative 1 pound per corner. It's retarded. And check this out. The car cleans itself. You don't have to do anything. I mean, look at this. It's spotless. I love all of this trim down here. It's made of real carbon fiber. Yep. The only bad thing is they've painted over it. They've painted over it with this matte finish, which is, it just detracts from the whole car. I don't know why they did that. So right here, when you have your key, which is super trashy, by the way, it allows you to lock and unlock the car. I just think it's really hard to do. I mean, you'd think that they would have, developed a different way to do this. It would have been easier. My second favorite thing is this airplane spoiler. It's basically off the space shuttle. It's so big and it moves up and down. It's retarded. Look at this. It's got real flaps, just like, a 747 or something. It's nuts, like a jet fighter. I hate the exhaust. I mean, who wants quad tip exhaust? I mean, I personally think what they should have done was just made this entire valance one giant exhaust tip. That would have looked so much better. Those are really cool. So there's like 4 of them on the car. And when you're going real fast, they pop open like little doors and they shoot flames. It's cool. It's got serious radio because that radio is super serious. I hate these vents. They don't do anything to the car. They're completely fake. You would think that they would have at least, made these hollowed out so that, air can actually come out of the engine and come down the car and that they would be functional. But they're worthless. It's, it's kind of like, I don't know, I hate fake stuff. And while I'm looking at the outside of the car, it basically looks like they knocked off Lamborghini and Aston Martin. I mean, and look at the paint finish. I mean, it's horrible. Absolutely disgusting color. The headlights are really neat. They're actually spotlights. This is basically letting everybody on the street know that the car has 5 engines. 5. That's why this engine cover is so big. Like I talked about a minute ago, it's got 5 engines, and this hides all of it, so it looks like one. It's nuts. But if you peek underneath here, you can see all the small superchargers that make this thing, real fast. And I don't like fast cars. They scare me. And this thing here, I mean, that's ridiculous. That basically holds that side to this side so the car doesn't, like implode on itself. It's actually pretty ingenious. So I do like it, yep. See what I mean about the hood vents? They don't do anything. There's not even a hole there. I mean, I basically had to cut this myself. Super huge fan of this. Awesome. Because this is where I plug in, the electric port to the car. It plugs right into there. It's kind of like a hybrid. I can also mix that with real jet fuel on the space shuttle. Same kind of jet fuel. That is awesome. I have my own built on the car satellite antenna. I have my phone hooked up to it. I never lose signal. It's awesome. Now these things are really annoying. Down here, you got these little blinking lights. They blind the crap out of you every time they come on. It's retarded. I don't know why they did that. It's not like they, you know, showed that there's a car in your blind spot or anything. Not at all. They even have a V in the spoiler. Look at that. You know, V for victory. Now on the bottom of the diffuser here, they've got those little, you know, fangs that come out. I don't know why. It's not like the car's fast. I mean, it is fast, but I don't know. It's like they're trying to make a, I don't know. Maybe you can let me know. And inside of those exhaust tips, there's a flap that makes the car even quieter, which is good because loud cars scare the crap out of me. They're terrifying. Just stay away from them. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna go cry now. Something else worth noting really is, you know, the car, I mean, it handles terrible. You know, it goes in a straight line and it rides on rails. You know, when I turn the steering wheel, it's real sharp. I mean, I wanted something slow and, you know, and reasonably safe, you know, like a Prius. You know, I can't believe how sharp it is. It's scary. I don't like it. And the car is absolutely too light. I mean, it weighs like 1,500 pounds. So it's like a giant go-kart kind of thing, and it's terrifying. It's I'm gonna freak out. This thing has got me so upset. It's a scary car. I'm crying. Look, tears. Now remember what I talked about in the front up there with the brakes? Well, you have 7 piston brakes in the rear. What kind of sense does that make? I also really love the fact that these are functional. Oh, wait a minute. They're not. My bad. So this car even has what's called the Safe and Smart package because it makes you super safe and super smart. You basically don't even have to go to college. It does it for you. And I'm talking like Harvard or Yale. Yeah, it's that smart. So the car also has these fangs here in gloss black on each side. It looks like trash. I cannot believe it. It was just, I hate it. I want to burn my car every time I come out here to see the front end. Inside of this box is where it all happens. This is where the Apple computer is. So you open it up and there it is. So there's a built-in keyboard somewhere on here. I haven't found it yet, but you can program the car to make it do all kinds of weird stuff. It's really neat. It is nice that they give you like an alert here for the battery. You know, if you try to remove this in any way, I mean, it doesn't even matter what kind of tools that you have, the car will explode. Yep. Powered by Ford. Who in the hell is Ford? Who is this dude? I also really do like the fact that there is no body line issues on this car, you know, whatsoever. Whatsoever. That's no big deal. That is real plastic, you know, like out of a NASCAR or something like that. Super flimsy. I also think it's really cool that those center caps are, you know, basically upside down the entire time. They're like mini spinners. They never go right side up. I think it's kind of interesting. I do like these all-season tires. Look, these tires tell you what direction you need to be going, because if they were going the other way, you go in reverse the whole time. So as we come in the car here and we turn it on, oh wow, yeah, you see that blinking light? That's my built-in radar detector right there. And basically, and it picks up everything from satellites to space shuttles to, you know, everything. So we've got the screen here. It's completely digital, which, I mean, who wants that? That's so crappy. You know, you can even go through the functions here and, you know, do all kinds of weird stuff. I mean, what kind of trash is that? I really love this button right here. So when I push it, the radio, oh, that does nothing. Why would they do that? This button right here is basically my ejector seat. That's really cool. I like how they did that. So they have an oven, a built-in oven, and an AC unit inside of the car. But the oven is really cool because you can cook things inside of the car just by putting them on the seat. You can do like eggs, you know, some steak. So check out this shift knob. So this is a GT350 shift knob because I obviously can't afford a real one. The stitching is kind of neat all over the trim. Look, it's even up here on the dash. But if you undo the stitching, it'll just completely fall apart. So, I mean, that's kind of crazy. And these are really neat. Not really. I don't like those at all. Those are garbage, especially with this carbon fiber crap here. I really do love the fact that I have a button on the steering wheel to turn on the heated steering wheel. Oh, wait a minute, I don't. It's back here. And it's crazy hard to get to. Oh man, where is it? Oh, I passed it. Oh, there it is. That's ridiculous. These toggles right here are really cool. Each one will transform the car in a different way. It's absolutely nuts. It's just like from the Transformers movie. I really also don't like the Chevy emblems sewn into the seat. I mean, this is a Ford, right? But this car has everything. It even has a built-in weapons safety box with the fingerprint scanner right there. And when you open it up, it's got your stuff and it's got a little hideaway storage for your big long guns under there. It's crazy. It's awesome. Built with the blood of real coyotes. Cool. There's that airplane spoiler I was talking about. It's really neat. It's got real flaps to work too. It's cool. Check out this right here. So those numbers, when I'm driving the car, they increase. It's really neat. You know, that actually displays my heart rate. So the faster the car goes, you know, it reflects how hard my heart is beating. It's so crazy I can't even talk right now. It's awesome. Good job, Ford. So I also really hate that I have to turn the lights on every single time that I get in the car. I mean, I wish that it would just do it automatically. One of my favorite things about this car are obviously these. I mean, those are basically like, you know, little subwoofers. It's really neat, you know, that they got them so small. And this car has a ton of legroom. I mean, look at all that. It's like an SUV. Look, it's got Wi-Fi, so I can hook up my Xbox to the screen and play on the go on Xbox Live. That way I never miss a game and I can always smash on other people. I also really like the voice control. The car talks dirty to me. It's really neat. Super sexy. I also really like the steering wheel. So it's definitely changed, you know, since the 15 through 17s, and it's made out of real cow skin. So going back to this shifter, you know, one of the reasons that I went with the manual is because automatics suck. They're so slow. But really, honestly speaking about this whole car is slow, which I actually really like. I didn't want a fast car. It's ridiculous. I even had to tune the engine to bring the horsepower down because it was just too fast for me. These Alcantara seats are awesome. I mean, they're so fine that, you know, you can't even feel it. It feels almost like pleather. Remember how I said that, you know, the car was really fast and, you know, it scares me a little bit? That's why I installed, you know, two brakes, because one wasn't enough. Even, you know, because with the one-piece doohickeys in the front, the piston brakes, and then the 7 in the rear, I needed two of these, two brakes. Look, more subwoofers. I do really hate, you know, the plastic all over this car. Super trashy. You know, I can't even put my finger into it. It's not soft at all. So these right there, that's how you get in the trunk. You got to go all the way through the car, and you got to pop one there and then one over there, and that's how you actually release the trunk. And it's actually a hatchback. So there it is, guys. All right, that's pretty much everything that I dislike about the car and that I love. And I do hope that it brought a smile to your face. So this is all for fun. It's a phenomenal car. I love it. And yep. Big shout out to all the sponsors and the future ones to come. So we've got Hypermotive on board now. We do have the RDP Store.com, so go check them out. And links are all down below. And we have Anchor Room that makes some really cool stuff for the car. And we also have GLT, of course. GLT, love them. Good guys. and my Teespring thing. So go check out the merchandise. You know, you might like it, you might not. From time to time I've been making up some new designs and stuff like that. We have a few sold, so awesome. And the quality is really good. I didn't go with the cheap ones, so go check them out, and you might like something. And then if you would like me to design something, maybe you give me an idea and I can see what I can do. So on the back here is the logo. Okay, this may change over time, but right now this is what it is. And this is a high quality t-shirt, so check that out. That's really cool. So what I was really impressed with, you know, honestly, is after a couple of washes, it hasn't really faded or anything like that. It's really nicely done. The front of this particular shirt looks like this. So, you know, you have this nice, you know, area here, and you know, we've sold a few already, so that's going into, you know, like a separate account for the channel, which can be used for, you know, the car, camera gear, stuff like that. When something breaks, which something already has, I had a microphone break. So anyway, that all goes to help me out. So, but you guys have the opportunity to go check these out, so don't miss it. So again, guys, all for fun. So if you are here for the first time, thank you for watching this video. Do hit the like and subscribe button. You know, welcome to the family, and I will see you guys next video. Don't miss it.